Chris,
Yes.
take us through your life. Who are you? Who is Chris? Abalaba TV. Because we know your character on TV, but we don't know the real you.
Chris is Charles Kabogoza is my real name. Born to a family of 16.
Yes.
We were 8 boys.
I see where you get your inspiration from.
Yeah. My dad wanted big things, and yeah, God gave him 8 boys and 8 girls.
Hey.
I happened to be one of the 8. And I come from a big family, the late Ssemwezi Kabogoza, you know. Schooled, studied at King's College, Budo Junior.
Hey, from Budo Junior to King's College.
College, Budo. From Budo to Makerere, from Makerere to Makerere, and from Makerere again. I'm now pursuing my PhD again in Makerere.
Like, so, I don't know where to start, but you just continue. I'll figure out where to chip in.
Yes. So I'm schooled by the grace of God, but self-employed. I am a filmmaker. I'm a businessman. I'm an events person.
Events as well?
Events. You see, those are the trucks that you're seeing, ready to go and work.
Because you're in your youth years,
yes.
I should say.
Yes.
Where did you get the help from? Because...
Upstairs.
Oh.
I'll tell you. Because,
did Dad give you a hand in all these things? Yes, he took you to school.
Yes, Dad gave me...
Is he still living by the way?
No, unfortunately, my dad was murdered.
Oh, sorry.
He was murdered when I was in senior 5.
Yeah, sorry.
Senior 5, yes. I just got back to HSC and comes to visit one day. And, you know, I'm so excited. And he's like, you know, Icheju Chabana. I remember.
Because you look Cheju, anyway.
Yeah. I wanted a book, Pride and Prejudice. I didn't want it.
You just wanted it
to come
to come to school.
Yeah, because he didn't bring me enough pocket money and enough grabs. So I created a reason for him to come. I was like, we are going to bring it the following day. And the following day, they came to call me in class, and
oh no,
he hadn't come. They had murdered him that morning.
What happened?
He was just murdered. Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So when he was murdered, I was orphaned at a young age. But he had done his job, what a father can do to model a
his
son.
Kids.
He didn't give me much, but the little he gave me was pure value. My dad was a very hardworking man. And my dad was not the kind that waits for somebody to come and do a thing. He was a mover and a doer of things. Everything he would touch would turn to gold. Courageous, very, I don't know. And that's the kind of young boy he modeled, you know? So, much as I miss him in my later age,
day-to-day life.
but everything I wouldn't have wanted to see in my dad, I've tried to make sure that I become.
That's good.
So at a young age, senior 5, I had to learn how to survive, how to make money, how to keep in school.
Because I was going to ask you, how have you been able to attain all these things? Because many people usually attain at 45, 50, but you're a young boy and you have all this.
Yeah. I started doing business right then.
What kind of business? We have smugglers, we have...
No. I've been straight. I've not indulged myself in anything that
shady.
Is compromising and shady. As soon as I got into my vacation, I managed to be retained as a good student at King's College, Budo. Performance and I was a leader. I was a deputy head prefect. And the way I did my things, I was loved. And I was favored by my teachers and my friends. And I became a PRO of King's College, Budo. And I had a small salary of 150,000 a month. But to me, that was God, because I had just gotten into work and you're earning 150. But it wasn't enough. So I used my salary to launch my career in business. I launched my career as a farmer with pigs. I bought 10 piglets from that one called Nakagulanga Mugumugumu then.
16 kids.
16 kids, military. You know, you used to watch Sound of Music. That's how our family was.
They go a bell and everyone reports to work.
It
reports to eat.
No, literally that was it. Because for the boys, for the girls, there was always a soft landing. But for the boys, you know, kuzukuka kusamwenda.
Samwenda AM in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By 4 o'clock, you go have to knock at daddy's door.
4.
Yes. State your name. Ta, 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 ta. And this is real, by the way. This is real. You knock at Muzei's house. Ta 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 ta. Ssemwezi Kabogoza. Wasuzotya no daddy. That's a sign that I've now fully woken. Now I'm going to work.
To do something else. To do the chores.
Ssemwezi Kabogoza wasuzotya no daddy bulungi. Everyone the Ssemwezi. Yes, buli omu. I think you have to always make sure that you go there first. And then we had only school fees from our father. But for things like pocket money, grab, school needs and everything, you had to work.
So did he set the conditions of you have to work for me to give you, or you automatically knew the kind of person he was?
Yeah, you would ask for, my dad had big land. He had a chain of businesses. So you would seek like any other employee. You work, you ask for that job, or to go in the farm, no clearing. First of all, amataga wakamanga nga moje njawulo bakusasula nga any laborer that you would see on the farm. So at the end of the holiday, you would say, I have worked for so much money through this time. He was
okay with you guys having your own salary?
Yes, he was, because out of your salary you get your pocket money, your grab. In fact, we would go back to Budo.
In fact, he would tell you, I'm not shopping for you anything.
No, he wouldn't even tell you. If you've done nothing, you go with nothing.
What?
As simple as that. If fate befalls you and you fall sick in the holidays, that's how you go.
Hey!
Period.
He was a very strict man.
Very strict man.
What?
But that was gold. I have never looked for food in my entire life. And I have never been worried about my tomorrow, Because as long as these 2 legs and whatever are, you always know I will survive. And this character has cut through in my entire family. Every brother and sister of mine, they are a master of their game.
In other words, he told you it is always going to be struggle for survival.
Struggle for survival. And that instilled element of competition that I have to.
To be better than my sister, to be better than my brother.
I have to. Eventually, you all end up a bunch of
successful people.
Successful people, I saw that when my mother was sick. My mom has just passed on recently, but she died a satisfied lady. We fought for her life through our pockets. We fought for her life. These things of people, begging. I'm not like, I do not condemn anybody who does that, But I saw for the first time that surely these 2 people raised a good family. Because my mom was treated in millions and millions, hundreds of millions, and nobody was bothered about the concept of money. We all bothered. And when she rested, that's when it occurred to me, wait a minute. If everybody hadn't mastered their game, maybe we would have lost her much, much, much earlier, after what she had lived through. And that's when I saw. And we've had several tragedies in this family of ours, but what puts us down are emotions, but not actual things. The emotional feel, the way you're missing somebody.
Someone, the way you miss the love of your parents. That's
the kind of mentality we were brought up in. That's the kind of mentality that I live for. By the way, I'm a kind of person who views everything as so small and achievable, as long as you breathe, So that way, I grew up a businessman, an entrepreneur, and I loved my books, I still do. It's so sad that my books have not employed me anywhere.
But they're helping you, you know, when you do the math, when you do the tilling and production, and it somehow helps you know the market because you've studied. It helps you know realize now the market is up for this. Let me try this as well. Let me do the pairs because I know if I sell, somehow it helps you.
Yeah, it does. You know?
It gives you that extra knowledge.
But even when I've been employed, like the TV station where I was working as an actor, I wasn't employed because of my books. It was talent. And all these things were instilled in us by our parents.
Wait, when do you now know that me as Charles can actually act? Because you seem to be reserved. And me, I
thought... We used to perform for our dad as a way of earning.
But your dad was military, my friend.
Yes, he was.
So he wanted you guys to have everything, like self-reliant. Of you can act, you can farm, you can sing. He wanted his...
Thank you. Hey! So we used to go and ask Daddy that now when you're broke, you know you've made your money, but remember your paycheck comes. But then there's this thing that
I can't wait to get to know the type of the paycheck. He calls you, you go to the bank, you line up.
No, you bring you bring your books and your whatever, and you show your works, you know, and you know how much you're earning, you know how much, and you have actually made the money, you know. So at night, you would come back, start there and like, Daddy, and now remember we were many, you know. Everyone would take up a role, and you.
There's always that fighting. Production. I want this.
Sometimes he would call his friends and his whatever as they sit in the sitting room, but you always have to pull off that act.
Who was the mastermind? You or your other siblings?
For that one, in fact, even the first time I did a stand-up gig, I didn't even know I was doing stand-up. I waited when everyone was asleep. But then I was because I didn't want anybody else to what? And I didn't know I was doing stand-up comedy. He laughed. Then I caught him with her. And that time, that's so much, you know. Do you know Bitano would give you like 500 kabalagalas? No, 50 kabalagalas. Because every kabalagala was what? Like 10 shillings. Yes. Bitano.
500?
Yeah.
Which means buli 10 cent?
Yes.
Ina kabalagala 10.
No.
No, buli 100.
Ebera
ne kabalagala.
But those were 500 pancakes.
So when you decided, let me wait for my siblings. So you had, your worry was they made laugh at me?
No, because they would give us money and we have to share all of us.
After the performance.
And the thing like, hey, man. I think
so you wanted your own things.
I wanted my own thing.
So you wait for them. In the meantime, you're dozing, but you know you have to put up a performance.
You have to put up a performance. When everyone is asleep, you run in the sitting room. Always, he was always the last to leave the sitting room. Then you sing along, then you act, then you do what? But he's laughing. But I didn't even know that was stand-up comedy, you know. And then a talent was groomed. You're working by day, you're an actor, you're this, you're a jack of everything, you know. Remember, we used to treat the animals, the cows, you know. You're accumulating talents and gifts, the things that have modeled you for this later life, you know. When my father was murdered,
I can understand.
We were all young, but we knew how to survive.